Welcome. This video presents examples of defining activities using a mind map. This is James Franklin of PM Mapping. A mind map is an excellent tool to define activities. Once you decompose the WBS, you can easily brainstorm and enter the activities into the mind map. Remember defining activities. If we look at this graphic, we have at level 1 is our project. Level 2 is the WBS. I've typically gone with the life cycle because a number of my projects are construction type projects. Level 3 is the WBS level 3. And then in this example, level 4 is a work package. This will be the lowest level of the WBS. Below the work package is how I'm going to create the work package. These are the activities. So in summary, the work package is the what, it's the lowest level, it's what you're going to create, and the activities are below the work package, it's how you're going to create the work package. Let's review some of the activity characteristics. Activities represent action. They have action words in them. They're going to be verbs, adjectives, and then a noun. You can assign this work to a single person or organization. You never want to assign two different organizations to perform the work of one activity. That in itself will let you know that you need to separate that activity into two activities. You can also define a tangible output or product at completion. This would be a measurable completion, a measurable product. Remember, this is below the work package. You very easily could have made the decision to decompose the work package further. However, you make the decision that that's the lowest level that you need to estimate and manage that deliverable, and then the activity is how you're going to perform that work package. It's below the work package, but it's still a tangible product. Some additional characteristics that we want to review is the activities are going to fit logically under existing WBS element or the work package. What that is saying is that these will be the activities on how you would perform that work. So you never want to include activities that are not associated with that work package. That again is telling you you probably need to have a separate work package. The size and duration is sufficient for control. So the extreme would be every 30 minutes you have an activity. That's way too many. You would never be able to manage that, control it, and just the attempt to, you'd come across as micromanaging and your team would not be happy. Also, if you have activities that are 3 months long, 1 month long, that's too long of a duration and you no longer have the ability to control and measure if you're performing the activity per the baseline. Another important point is the actual status, start date, and completion date can be collected for each activity easily. If you find yourself having activities that have a very short duration, then it becomes very difficult to capture the start and the finish date. That would also tell you that your activities are in too much detail. With the activities, you can also estimate both labor and the cost to perform those activities. And those activity, labor, resource costs, equipment, materials, that would roll up into the work package. And we'll talk about this further when we get into estimating activities. Let's now look at some examples. We have this mind map that shows a number of different work packages, and we'll look at different scenarios on how to enter the activities, or more importantly, why we're entering the activities. Let's look at the first example. We have the work plan, which is the work package level, the lowest level. This is easy to create, so we've made the decision that we do not need to decompose the work plan further. In this example, I've converted the work plan into an activity by just including an action word, prepare work plan. The next example would be a more effective approach. Our work package is the work plan, and we've decomposed the activities into action words on how we're going to prepare the work plan. And in this approach, you have a better chance of capturing all of the durations associated with the process of creating the work plan. For example, you have prepare draft work plan, then the client will review the draft work plan, you'll then prepare the final work plan, and then this is a milestone, the final work plan is approved. You can see that this is a better approach because you can add duration to both the draft, the client reviews, and then the final work plan. The next example is the work plan. Again, is the lowest level. It's the work package level. I've decomposed the work plan into draft work plan, draft work plan comments, and final work plan. You can see the $sign. This represents where I'm capturing cost. So I'm estimating at this level, and then I'm also capturing the cost, both the labor, resources, equipment, subcontractors, all of the resources associated with cost I'm capturing to be able to track. Let's first look at the draft work plan. I have two activities: prepare draft work plan and then client reviews draft work plan. Let's now review the draft work plan comments. The client prepares draft work plan comments, prepare response to comments, and then response to comments approved. So these would be the activities associated with draft work plan comments. Essentially what we're trying to do is we're getting the comments that the client has prepared. We're then preparing, typically in a table format, where we respond to their comments and explain how we're going to address their comments in the final work plan. This could be a very effective approach to eliminate plans going back and forth with respect to a review. The next example is the final work plan. The activities that I've included are prepare the final work plan, client reviews final work plan, prepare response to comments table, prepare final work plan, and final work plan approved. Notice in this example I did not have a separate level for the comments table. The reason is that I'm making an assumption that because this is the final work plan, we've already submitted a very detailed response to comments table, that I've just incorporated this into the activities for the final work plan. The next example has worked very effectively to track cost without getting into too much detail. But let's look at this example, how I'm capturing cost and also the organization of the activities. So in this example, the construction plans I've organized at the third level of the WBS. There are a number of plans associated with the construction plans, including the work plan, the environmental protection plan, waste management plan, and also the traffic plan. Notice how I'm only capturing cost at the construction plans, and the reason being is that these plans that I have grouped with the construction plans, they don't take a lot of effort. I don't want to have the burden of giving 4 different WBS codes for the team to charge to. What I have found is sometimes it's difficult for the team to charge to the correct WBS. So in this example, I have one WBS for all of the plans, but I have separated for these 4 different plans. And let's look at the activities. In this example, the work plan, I have 3 activities, including prepare draft work plan, client reviews draft work plan, and prepare final work plan. I can also include a milestone final work plan approved. In this next example, I have design drawings. In this case, I've made the decision to have separate cost codes for the civil drawings, mechanical drawings, and electrical drawings. These drawings are more difficult. I'm going to have a number of different resources preparing the drawings, and there could be hundreds, if not 1,000 hours associated with each one of these drawing types. Let's now look at the activities for the civil drawings. Prepare draft civil drawings, client reviews draft civil drawings, prepare final civil drawings, and then I have a milestone, the civil drawings completed. I have the same approach for the mechanical drawings and the electrical drawings. And notice I also have a milestone, design drawings completed. Let's now look at the example under construction. Typically for construction projects, you have field supervision and management. On my schedule, I would only include field supervision and management. However, I am capturing dollars for the construction manager, the quality manager, and the safety manager. There are 3 folks on site in this example, and rather than combining all of the hours, I want to go ahead and track those hours separately, be able to forecast separately, and manage and control those costs separately. The next example is the concrete patio. This would be a patio in your backyard. It's not very large, maybe it's 12 by 12 feet. In this example, you could go ahead and just include this work package and convert it into an activity. I converted the work package, concrete patio, into an activity, construct concrete patio, and I can add duration, I can assign a resource. But again, you want to be careful because you want to make certain that you truly understand all of the activities associated with constructing a concrete patio, because if you do not and you just estimate in your head what the total duration will be, you may miss a key activity and you do not have sufficient duration for that work package. In the next example for the concrete patio, I've made a decision to include activities below the work package. As you can see, I've included clearing and grubbing, layout and stake concrete patio, construct formwork, install rebar, place concrete, concrete curing, remove formwork, and then I have a milestone that I've added, which is concrete patio completed. This mind map included a number of different examples for work packages and activities. I also included examples of where you would capture cost and the different options that you have to capture those costs so you can estimate and control those costs during the project execution. Thank you for listening to this video. Send me an email if you have questions. Have a great day. Thank you.